The Avs just got way too powerful. We're about a month and a half into this year's National Hockey League season, and the Avs just became the first team to accomplish a certain feat within the league. And accomplishing this just shows how well-rounded, how deep, and how efficient this team is in all facets of their game and what they are truly capable of looking ahead to the rest of the regular season, barring the fact that everybody is able to stay healthy and that the production is able to stay at the level that it is at. This Avalanche team is very exciting. They are a problem in the league and a force to be reckoned with. Everybody across the media is saying that the Avs are no doubt the best team in the National Hockey League right now. And so we're going to talk about their win last night over the New York Islanders, some implications surrounding that win, and then dive more into what they accomplished and why they're very comfortably the best team in the National Hockey League right now. Thanks so much for tuning into Avalanche Digest. Happy to be here breaking down all things Avs hockey with each and every one of you lovely listeners. And if you are not subscribed to Avalanche Digest, want to make sure to remind you that it is completely free to subscribe. And if you're part of that 78%, we got to change that right now, folks. Become a part of the best possible source for Colorado Avalanche news and updates here on YouTube. We appreciate you guys supporting. Thank you very much if you're already subscribed. We've been growing a bunch over the last few weeks, and we want to keep that growth going. We're just about to hit 1,600 subscribers. We're trying to get to 2,000. So that is where you guys come in. Hit that subscribe button and support. We appreciate it. All right, so let's talk first about last night's game. Hosting the New York Islanders. And there are a good handful of implications and just kind of things to consider about this game that may add some emotion on both sides of the ice that's a little more heightened than normal. So let's start by talking about those. This guy right here, familiar face, Jonathan Drouin, playing against his former team, the Colorado Avalanche, for the first time. Drouin was a free agent over the summer. Avs couldn't afford him, and he got a pretty solid deal with the New York Islanders. I was sad to see Drouin go. I think he was a really solid player, but I agree with the fact that the Avs couldn't afford him, had to get rid of his cap, and he got a great deal, and he's doing well with his new team. But I mean, obviously a little bit of added emotion considering the fact that he hadn't played against his former team in the Colorado Avalanche up until last night. Patrick Waugh, this guy right here, an Avs legend. His numbers in the rafters in Ball Arena. He's playing against the Avs as well. During the game, actually, they did a tribute to him in his Avs career. He got a standing ovation. It was a pretty awesome moment as far as what I heard. I wasn't at the game, but as far as I know, they did a very meaningful tribute to him. And I mean, rightfully so. He is an Avalanche legend. He's an unreal goaltender. He obviously led us to some Stanley Cups and was amazing. So that was a big implication as well. Emotion on both sides of the ice in that the Avs obviously want to try to, beat the guy that is a legend in the world of Colorado Avalanche hockey. And then, I mean, on his own level, this guy right here, a team that swept the Colorado Avalanche last year and is doing pretty solid this year. You obviously want to try to get that win and, get a dub against, the team that you used to play for. And then last but not least, what I think probably the most notable one, this guy, Brock Nelson. We obviously got him in the trade deadline last year in a pretty significant trade where we got rid of some picks and prospects, including Callum Ritchie. And he came to Colorado, finished out the season, played in the playoffs, and signed a deal to be our 2C for the next few years. He played against his former team for the first time. I mean, a guy that has been playing for the Islanders for a long time, a seasoned veteran at the center position, has to face off against his former team for the first time in NHL history. And, he talked about it in an interview during one of the intermissions with Altitude TV. It's great to see those guys. It's great to see familiar faces, but he said it himself. Got to put all that on pause. You have to go out there and you've got to play the best hockey game that you possibly can. And that was the most important thing. So with the fact that there was a lot of emotion in the building for, like I said, a good handful of reasons, this is a big game. This is a big tilt for the Avs, and it does not get off to a hot start. The Avs gave up a goal 2 minutes in, which that's kind of a little bit of a taste of their own medicine type of vibe. Emil Heineman got a goal 2 minutes and 5 seconds into the game, which the Avs have been doing that pretty frequently as of late. I mean, you saw Marty Necas score on the breakaway less than a minute in against the Sabres. Marty Necas scored, I think, 30 seconds in against the Vegas Golden Knights on Halloween. Against the Devils, Lehkonen scored 20, 30 seconds in. Those are all out of order. That's not the consecutive order that those games occurred. But the Avs have been red hot in getting hot starts off to the games, opening the scoring column early. They haven't had to come from behind as much as of late, but they get a little taste of their own medicine in this regard. 2 minutes in, they're trailing by 1, and then they go the entire rest of the period without a goal. But then comes the second period. I mean, whatever was said to that team to kind of get them back into their mojo, recoup and, rejuvenate them for the second period. Ross Colton scores a beautiful wrist shot short side goal off what I have to say was one of the best passes I've ever seen this season from Cale Makar. Fed it all the way up through the neutral zone onto the tape of Ross Colton, and he took it in. Like I said, shot it short side. It was a beautiful sequence. And then look at that right there. Brock Nelson against his former team. He gets that first point of the game on the secondary assist. Great for him to tally a point against the Islanders. Like we talked about, I mean, the emotion was pretty significant. And then a very significant depth goal that came not even 2 minutes after that first goal. You see that in the second period, it was the 4:32 mark and then the 5:51 mark. Sam Malinsky shoots up from the blue line, and the deflection from Victor Olofsson finds the back of the net. It was a beautiful goal. Really good sequence from Sam Malinsky. I mean, he has been wonderful this year. Really, really strong defensively at everything that he's doing for the Avs. Those back-to-back goals give them the lead. They stay gritty. They stay strong. They keep playing at the pace that they were playing. Third period, Islanders goalie out of the net. Marty Necas, empty net goal, cushioned the lead. No reason at all to sit back in that moment, though. And who gets the nail in the coffin fourth goal of the game? An empty netter for Brock Nelson. So he gets 1-1 against his former team on home ice against in front of Avs faithful. Really great stuff from the Colorado Avalanche. And what I love the most about this win is it wasn't the prettiest we've seen from the Avs. They were trailing early. They were struggling with some stuff on the ice. They were getting a lot of penalty calls, but they got the job done regardless. We've had a lot of time to highlight Scott Wedgwood on this channel. We'll do it again real quick. He made some remarkable saves last night. The one that comes to mind for me, it was short side on an Islanders power play, a feed down low past the circle. And I don't remember who it was on the Islanders, but it was a short side shot that was very well going to sneak into the net. And Wedgwood made an unreal save on the post, slid his whole body over. He played remarkable hockey last night, as usual. I mean, he has been clutch for the Avs. And then I got to hand it to the Islanders goalie too. He made some insane saves, but the Avs were able to still get those two back-to-back goals and then the empty netters to really seal the deal. 4-1 for the Colorado Avalanche. They're 13-1-5. Just a really good performance from Colorado overall. And I talked about it and teased it a little bit in the video. Avs did something that nobody else in the NHL has done so far this season. First team to reach 30 points. Avs, with their win last night, got over the 30-point hump. They have 31 points now in 19 games played. They are 13-1-5. They only have one regulation loss. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I'm sitting here like shocked at how insane that is. They have not lost in regulation on home ice. That one regulation loss is to Boston. And then the stat that I have been keeping my eye on that I just am in love with right now, the goal diff. They're a plus 31 right now. And that is every part of this team. Gears turning, coming together. Your depth is scoring. Your defense is really efficient. Your checking is eliminating scoring opportunities. Your blocking in the slot in front of the net is keeping so many opportunities from occurring. And then your goaltending has been superb this year. Plus 31 goal diff. We have 78 goals for and 47 goals against. Like, God Lord. I mean, so good from the Avs. Highest goal diff by far in the league. I mean, you can see kind of the top 5 goal diffs right there, +9, +10, +14, +12. We're over double those numbers. Really good stuff from the Avs. And then, of course, like I said, first team to reach 30 points, which is very exciting for the Avs. And then taking a look at this little blurb here from X, a 6-game win streak overall, and the Avs are 8-0-2 in their last 10 games. They have not lost in regulation. I mean, they've only lost in regulation one time, but they haven't lost in regulation in their last 10 games played. 5 straight home wins. They're 7-0-2 at Ball Arena. They only have 2 overtime losses. One of them, or I think both of them, were shootouts for the Avs. And they have the second longest home point streak to start a season in franchise history. Literally unreal. You look at those home streaks right there, 10 games in the 1995-96 season, 8-0-2, 9 games right now, 2025-26, 7-0-2, and then the 1994-95, and then the 97-98 seasons. I mean, the Avs are buzzing. And I said it at the beginning of the video, everybody is saying that this is the best team in the league. No doubt about it right now. Every aspect of their game is atop the other teams in the league. They've only lost once in regulation, and you can only smile and get excited about the future of what this team is going to be capable of. Even with some injuries coming back, you've still got Blackwood, who's getting back into his gears. He's had a few starts. He's not quite back to prime Blackie that Avs faithful knows and loves. You've got Jelkovic Ranta coming back soon. You've got Logan O'Connor coming back soon. Val Nichushkin, of course, week to week with the injury from the other night. But I mean, there is so much to be ear to ear smiling about with this Colorado Avalanche team. And I am so excited about what they're going to accomplish in weeks and months to come. And, with that in mind, I want to remind you guys that we are keeping you covered on everything you need to know in the world of Colorado Avalanche hockey. Trade rumors, game recaps, game previews, stat recaps, standing updates, all of that stuff. Anything you need to know, anything that you want to know about the Colorado Avalanche, we're covering it and we're taking care of it here at Avs Digest. So with that in mind, I want to make sure to remind you guys one more time, if you're not subscribed, it's completely free to join the Avs Digest family. If you're part of that 78% that is not subscribed and watching our videos every day, make sure to change that. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for supporting. We appreciate it more than you know. Exciting stuff to come. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers, so help us get there. Make it a great rest of your day. Enjoy the Avs win if you're watching this the day after, which is Monday, November 17th right now. Got some exciting games coming up. And like I said, we'll be keeping you covered on everything you need to know for the Avs. Catch you guys soon. Cheers. Have a great rest of your day.